Hey yo, it's Andrew Grove, aka This Passing for CardRunners.com, and I'm going to start a two-part series. I've never done this before. I've never played live while I'm recording, so this is my first. It's my first time doing this. I'm doing a two-part 100 Zoom session on stars. I'm only going to do 2 tables. I just tried recording with 3 tables. And it got like very hectic. Like I really missed like so many spots, and I just kind of forgot to talk a lot. So we're gonna try this with 2 tables, and it's gonna be a lot better. And usually when I see people do Zoom series, they only do 2 or 3 tables. Usually just 2. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like go over everything on these 2 tables, and I have the replayer here up on the top, above the tables, so we can go into things in depth. I played a session a couple of hours ago. That included a lot of Zoom as well as some of the regular tables. So some of the players still playing, I have a little bit of history with them. And I can go into that as I continue. It is now almost about 12:30 local time. It's about like 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What time is it in Europe? Global Master Time, 6 o'clock. So it's basically like the games are really at a trough right now as far as a volume is concerned. Like there's not a whole lot of people playing right now. So if you're curious as to what the games look like when hardly anybody's playing, this is what they look like. This is like when I usually play. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to talk about before I get started. I did at least one Zoom series, I think, about in the fall of 2013 last year, and I went over a lot of kind of the basics of Zoom. Because it was really starting to get popular then, and I'm kind of surprised. Zoom's really gotten so popular now. I saw a stat recently, I think when I was looking on Twitter, that Zoom comprises 29% of the volume for stars, and that's pretty amazing considering, like a year and a half ago, maybe even not that long, that there was no Zoom on stars. So it's pretty amazing that, especially in Omaha, you can see even now, even at the trough of the volume on stars on the poker world in general, there's still like the $2.50 $5 games running the 500 Zoom, when like I would say 6 months ago it was hardly ever running. So that's pretty cool. Or maybe it wasn't even introduced then. Maybe it only had like up to 1-2. But yeah, enough rambling. Let's play some poker. I don't know why it's not showing my avatar on this table here, but it will soon. See, I played a pretty standard hand and I 3-bet from the small blind and got on the flop before this. Pretty junky hand. This would be table 1 and 2. Get a walk and Zoom, that's not too uncommon. This is an auto fold. Versus Beautiful Man, so it's folded to me. He 3-bets a decent amount in the blinds versus Steel, especially in the big blinds, so I'm just going to limp. This hand's junk. Gonna fold. Same thing with this hand. Actually, no, I'm not. Well, I have some showdown value, but hand plays pretty well if I lead. This player calls a lot in the big blinds and doesn't. Okay, so he calls a lot in the big blind, but doesn't 3-bet. So that's not a reason to call. The reason I'm going to call is he doesn't fold a lot to C bets. Versus Beautiful Man. How to get value here? I'm going to check call, I think. And here, he doesn't raise me a lot on the flop, so I think I'll just start leading. If he raises a lot, then he can get you in trouble. And I think I'm going to look like maybe I didn't know what was going on in the hand, and I'm just check raising now, kind of like I wasn't paying attention. Was I think if I check call, he's going to check back a lot of rivers, and I can try to look like I even don't have a good hand here. Like I don't even have a blocker or something, I'm just doing this. And I expect to get called, and maybe call on the river too if I bet quite large by other hands, but I don't think he's going to bet river too much, because I look like I have a flush or 2-pair a lot most of the time here. You can call this on table 2 here over some players, but he's too short stacked, and yeah. one important thing you should always do is keep up on your player tags in Zoom. It's really important. There's only 62 players playing right now, or 62 entries rather, but what's the hand? Yeah, this hand. There's so many things you can do with this. You can lead turn, lead river. You can lead turn, check raise river. You can do so many things. So many things. You can check call turn. I like. It really doesn't matter too much. And I didn't have a huge read either way. You see this a lot in Zoom. Guy playing 9-2 for 46 hands.